Hello, I'm Bliznub, and welcome to Building the Best. Today we're going to be looking at Broken War, the sword which you get from the end of the second Dream Quest. Fair warning, spoilers, blah blah. You know what, if you read the title of this video, you know the spoilers, so... Oh well. So, Broken War is the best longsword in the game, or one-handed sword if you want to call them that. Let's just call it swords. Now, if we very quickly compare this to Dacra Prime, which previously was the best longsword in the game, we can see that the damage is so much higher. 72 as opposed to 48 is fantastic, and we're getting 90 total damage, which is a lot for a single sword. Now, single swords are powerful in their stances, because they are weak when compared to all other types of weapon, but they are powerful in their stances. Now, the thing about single swords is they are fast, and the best stance for it, Crimson Dervish, I don't have the new stance, don't ask for it, but I don't have the plat to throw at that stance. I just don't. Anyhow, the best stance I own, Crimson Dervish, puts a 3 times damage multiplier on every swing when you have the weapon in your hand, which is absolutely fantastic. Basically saying, if you hold F and pull out this weapon, you're dealing 3 times damage automatically. If you then have a stealth multiplier on top of that, we're talking about a weapon dealing ridiculous amounts of damage with a crazy high attack speed. So, I've basically gone for a pure damage build on this thing. There we go. I've basically gone for a pure damage build on this thing. We have, of course, got Crimson Dervish up here. Pressure Point and Spoiled Strike to give me lots and lots of base damage. Then we have Buzzkill, or Jagged Edge if you don't own that, to get our slash damage up to a massive 500, which is fantastic for a longsword. Of course, I have Fury on here, and finally I thought I'd put on 2 standard elemental mods to give myself some nice gas damage here, or any damage type you really want. As always, just swap it out for whatever you want. I have gas on here because I was going up against Sentience, and I needed a different damage type. And I have Prime Breach on here because whilst Broken War doesn't actually have that much range on it, I find that Primed Breach helps with any weapon that can get multi-hit combos, and Broken War can. And Life Strike is on here again because I was just up against Sentience, but I can highly recommend swapping Life Strike out for Berserker, even though the crit chance is only 15%, you're going to be hitting fast enough. Or, I suppose, Rending Strike or Jagged Edge, whichever one you prefer, to get the slash damage up to 650-ish. Although, personally, I'm going to be leaving Life Strike on there because for utility, Life Strike is second to nothing. This is the best utility mod in the game, without a doubt, and I love it. So, I guess I've talked about this weapon long enough, so let's go out and test this thing. I'm going to leave the gas damage on, because I don't honestly think it matters. We're going to be going up against Corpus, why not? So we're going to we're going to Pluto, and we're going to kill some Corpus. Now, I don't know about you, but when I initially saw War get broken, I was really hoping that you would dual wield the 2 halves. And I gotta be honest, DE, please make that a thing. Please. Please. This weapon is brilliant, and it deserves it. And we can see just how much damage this weapon is doing, and just how fast it is. And as always with Crimson Dervish, I can highly recommend the blocking stance, as whilst it is technically intended for single target damage, I personally prefer it to the holding S stance, which actually on Broken War seems to make you walk backwards quite a lot. And as this is my first Building the Best since U18, I suppose it's fair to say, I'll just quickly get away from that guy, that quite a lot of, well, that's the wrong menu, quite a lot of stances now have charge attacks in them, including, unfortunately, glaives, but that can't be helped. So this charge attack is awesome looking, and I don't actually know what the damage multiplier of that charge attack is. I'm presuming there is one, otherwise there wouldn't be any point. But frankly, I don't... Okay, you need to stop. Thank you. But frankly, I'm just enjoying this weapon as it is. It does fantastic amounts of damage. And honestly, as a reward from a quest goes, this is just so good. Okay, come on. Oh yeah, I did hit the leech. There were 2, I guess. You know, I think, honestly, I've talked for long enough about this weapon. I just enjoy this weapon so much. It is definitely the best longsword in the game, and I have always loved the longswords. So anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Please like and comment below, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm Bliznub, and this is, of course, Broken War.